Many people look at their lives and think, I've been through so much, I've done so much, I've picked myself up so many times. So why the hell do I still not believe in myself? And that question is deeply human and very important. Because a lack of self-belief has nothing to do with a lack of strength, competence, or experience. So where does the lack of self-belief really come from? See, a child is born with a natural sense of worth. Self-belief does not need to be built. It's something we are born with. But it gets lost when a child had to be good, strong, or responsible for adults' emotions. When a child was compared, shamed, criticized, or emotionally unseen. When a child learned that love is conditional. When a child carried the emotional burdens of their parents, their fears, unfulfilled lives, lack of courage, or sense of failure. So the inner critic, is it an enemy or protector? See, what we now call the inner critic was originally a survival mechanism. It's a voice that developed to prevent rejection, avoid punishment, not to stand out so it would be safer. For a child, a lack of acceptance means a threat to survival. So it was safer not to believe in oneself, not to dream too big, not to trust one's own desires. See, the adult mind knows this is no longer true, but the body still remembers. This is why a lack of self-belief is often connected to deep internal conflict, such as devaluation, meaning I'm not enough, loss of place, meaning I don't really belong, lack of support, I'm on my own. If, as a child, your efforts were overlooked, your successes were not acknowledged, your failures were emotionally punished, your nervous system learned that it was safer not to show yourself. Because every step toward visibility and expression was associated with pain. And then as an adult, people often sabotage their own actions, postpone decisions, minimize their achievements, fear visibility, pretty much live below their potential. And it's not because they're incapable, but because the nervous system does not feel safe. And the beliefs, this is another piece of the puzzle, echoes of old relationships. I can't do it. This is not for me. Others are better. I don't deserve this. These are not facts. They are emotional imprints of past relationships. Beliefs form where there was lack of safe emotional attunement, stable adult presence, affirmation that you matter just as you are. And even if today you have skills, knowledge, and experience, those old messages can still echo inside. Like, you're too much, you're not enough, don't exaggerate, get yourself together, blah blah blah. So what actually heals a lack of self-belief? Not motivational slogans, not pull yourself together, not another list of goals to achieve. What heals is the relationship with yourself. Deep inner work with subconscious patterns formed early in life, nervous system regulation, systemic loyalties, gentle inner dialogue instead of inner violence. Because self-belief returns when you no longer feel the need to prove your worth. Self-love is not selfish. It is the return of what was missing. There you go. You're welcome. And I hope you have a nice day.